how's it going? This is Matt from SnusCENTRAL.org and SnusTV.com. Hope you guys are having an awesome day today, and like always, enjoying good snus. Today, I have a treat for you guys. We're going to be looking at Mr. Connie Anderson's awesome new snus that hit the market, Mellgren's IPA White and Loose Single Cut. Now, if you're a fan of IPA beer, you want to stick around for this one, guys. So let's take a look at the can, let's look at the portions, and let's look at the loose, and I'll tell you a little bit more about this awesome snus. Alright guys, so let's take a look at these two cans in this awesome snus. First up, let's take a look at the Mellgren's IPA Edition White. Looking at this can, it's very simple in the stylization, but enough there to catch your eye and to give it a little bit of a flash. This can isn't really that much of a craft product can like it's found on the Crafted Snus whiskey. It's not metal, it's just a simple plastic can that's actually from AG Snus. But looking at this can, it's very sharp looking, it's really nicely styled. Up on the top, you're going to get a smaller catch lid than you're normally used to with like a Swedish Match product. There is enough room in here to dispose of a lot of used portions when you're out on the go. And I like the fact that it has a little bit bigger of a thumb notch for the opening of the catch lid. It's really nice. I like the white label on it. I like the Mellgren symbol and the font and the gray coloration there in the lettering. It's really nice. And then on the side of the can, you're going to get a really nice big bold font with Mellgren's, with the gray Mellgren's logo and the lines going across the seal. And then it says, fine tobacco and great people since 1823. Really nice can here, guys. I like the simple stylization on this. I like that it's just a really sharp can and it's not too flashy. It sets it off nicely. So let's open up this and take a look at the portions. As you guys can tell, they are a white portion. They're a little bit bigger as far as the tobacco goes. I'm guessing these are sitting in at a full 1 gram weight because there is quite a bit of tobacco in here. A lot to get your lip around. And it's really good stuff. The portions are very soft in the upper lip. No form of irritation in the slightest. And it's just really nice. The flavors do juice up pretty quickly. There is a pretty big release of flavors at once, but the longer this sits in your mouth, the more you're going to unlock those flavors. It's typical with any white portion. The only thing I will say, though, is that when I first tried these and popped them in, they're a little bit of a tingling or burning sensation in your upper lip, which I don't mind. I sort of like that, but just keep that in mind. It might be a little bit discomforting to some people. Moving on over to the IPA Single Cut Loose. It's in a plain black can. Let me line up the label here. It's in a plain black can. Very sharp looking though. It's very nice. Simplistic still, but it's a great snus can. I like the shadow that they did here on the Mellgren's logo, and I like all the fonts and colorations on this as well. Now on the side, you're going to get your white Mellgren's color on the font with the gray, darker gray Mellgren's symbol, and it still says, fine tobacco and great people since 1823. Really nice. And then taking a look at the loose here, as you guys can see, it is a little bit of a longer cut than you'd find on your traditional loose snus. This gives it a great feel in the upper lip. It's really different from anything else that's on the market. Very comfortable in the upper lip. This is a little bit more dry than the first batch that was released, but I like that. It doesn't drip too bad. It doesn't give you too bad of a mudslide, and the flavors still release really great. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the can design and the portions and the loose. Let's go ahead and pop in a white portion, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the flavor profile. Alright, so flavor profile on Mellgren's IPA White. Now when you first pop this snus in, you're going to get a boatload of flavor. This stuff holds nothing back in the flavor department. You're going to get a nice hoppy note right up front with some good citrus, deep tobacco flavor, and a nice pepper balance. And there's not too much salt in this either, which is a good thing. Now, when you look at traditional Swedish snus that has a lot of citrus up front, you're also going to get a lot of salt as well. But this guy has the perfect balance of all of those combinations of flavors to give you a great IPA experience. Now, when you pop this guy in, you're going to be taken back a little bit. You're going to be wondering, how in the world did Connie Anderson do this? And I got to say, when I first tried this single cut IPA, it was amazing. It was loads of flavor, and I was thinking to myself, man, Connie, one, how did you do this? And two, I can't believe you did this. This is a great snus. Now, I never used to be a huge fan of IPA beer, but over the years it sort of grew on me, and I sort of started liking that really citrus-forward, peppery, spicy flavor that the hops give your beer. And when Mellgren's was released, I was like, oh, I can't wait. So this stuff holds nothing back. The flavor on this is going to last you 45 minutes to a solid hour in the upper lip. Now, you are going to get a nice mingling of flavors here and there through the whole duration that it's in your upper lip, and you're going to unlock more and more complexities in the flavor. The citrus balance sort of fades off, and then you get just bombarded at about 15 to 20 minutes into this with just the hop flavor and the spicy tobacco tones. It is a phenomenal balance. Connie does a great job with his craft snus products, and I gotta say, for stuff that is very, highly produced and sort of mass produced, I mean, they are, small batches, but being what they are, you need to try this. It's something that very few people, including companies, can pull off. And I don't think there's any other person on the planet that can do craft snus like Connie Anderson can. And it's an experience. This snus is unlike anything else that's on the market today, and it's needed. It fills a gap of a flavor that you really wish that would come out, and it takes me back because it makes me really fall in love with snus all over again. It floors me, guys. It's a great snus. Now, the nicotine strength on the white portion and on the loose is going to clock in at 1%, 1.0% nicotine, and it's strong. When I found out that it was around a 1%, I was like, really? Because this stuff tastes like it's sitting at, or this stuff feels like, I should say, it's sitting at more of a 1.5% because the free nicotine in here is phenomenal. When I first had a couple portions of this stuff, I had to sit down. I was like, whoa, this stuff is strong. But if you are a fan of pretty strong snoozes, this is not going to leave you wanting with any nicotine or flavor. Moving on over to the IPA single cut, you're going to get a little bit stronger flavor with this guy in the upper lip because it's not in a portion format. The closer you are to the tobacco, stripping away that portion is going to give you a stronger tobacco flavor, as well as all of those notes that you like in the IPA, or all those that you taste, the hops, the citrus, the pepper, the tobacco, are all going to be amplified times 10. And this stuff is very comfortable in the upper lip as well. And it being a long cut is very nice as well. It's different. It's a different experience than you'd find with your finely ground loose snoozes. It packs pretty well together in the upper lip. It doesn't promote that much of a mudslide. And the nicotine on this, the release on the loose is pretty great as well. It's very fast because it is a long cut snooze. So it's going to hit you a lot quicker. And those flavors are just going to release like nothing else that's on the market with the loose format. It's a great flavor. It's a great snus. I think you guys should pick up a roll of each of these. If you like loose or if you like portion format, you can't go wrong with either one. It's a phenomenal snus. I am completely floored with this. I can't tell you guys how much Connie Anderson did a great job with this, because this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. It's great stuff. You need to try this, guys. You really do. It's an experience like none other. You can enjoy it, and I highly recommend it. It's moved into my top 10. It's probably sitting around the 6 mark. So if you guys reference my top 5 tobacco flavors that I did, this is sitting at 6, if not higher, because the more I spend time with this, the more I like it. So you guys need to try this, especially if you're a huge beer fan or IPA fan. Again, give this a shot. Anyway, guys, if you want to stay connected in the world of Swedish snus, be sure to head on over to none other than SnusCENTRAL.org for the latest articles my friend Larry Waters wrote, as well as all the other information that we have on that site. If you guys want to check out some really cool posts, be sure to check out our Facebook page and Instagram page to stay connected even further in the world of Swedish snus. So until next time, guys, you know the drill. Enjoy good snus. See you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.